My name's Eric. I'm a digital nomad traveling around the country in my Subaru Forester, and today I'm escaping normal life in North Carolina.
Here we go, you're easy to remember, so hard to forget. But baby, it's a coward way you strut. Well, how could I not? Oh, you make my heart believe.
Well, I am here at my parents' condo, and my parents actually left yesterday. So for the past 2 days now, I have had the place to myself, which is pretty nice. I get an actual bed to sleep in. So from here on out, it's really going to be just me and my car. I leave the area today, and I give up all these handy accommodations. But it's what I want to do. I want to be able to get out and see more of the country again and explore and show you cool places in this country.
Although you're earthbound, you were made to soar amongst the clouds, but never learn to rise above these crowds. Stuck in the dust of the life that you found, with nowhere to go, no higher ground.
Trying to sit up in my car is not easy. But when I took that platform out, it's actually a lot better. I can actually lean up a little bit. Don't hit my head as fast. Anyways, since waking up in the car, I now get up much earlier than I used to when I slept in a bed in a house. So like every morning I wake up at like 7 because the sunlight just starts coming in the windows and wakes me up, but it's fine. I've actually been going to bed a lot earlier too. So I think I'm gonna get up and just get some coffee and enjoy this nice mountain air. It's like 63 degrees outside, so very, very nice. Something all over my dash. That's right, I got a vacuum, don't you?
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that I couldn't break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up with all my till you didn't anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door.
There was a time I went to Planet Fitnesses to work out. Now I just go to them for showers.
Feeling there's no question anymore.
Well, what should have been just a 20 or 30 minute trip to Planet Fitness to get a shower quickly escalated to nearly an hour now.
As soon as I got there and started putting all my stuff in the locker, I quickly realized that, oh shoot, I forgot my shampoo, my face wash, my lock to lock all my stuff up while I'm taking a shower, soap, everything. Literally everything was back in the car. So because I forgot my lock, I had to bring everything, pack everything back up that I just put in the locker, bring it back out to the car so I can get those things. So that I go back in there. Then as soon as I get in there, I went to go brush my teeth first. Water is turned off. Okay, why is the water turned off? I checked all the shower and everything. It's definitely turned off. I go up to the front desk. I ask them, hey, is the water going to be coming back on pretty soon? He said, yeah, probably pretty soon. They're working on it around the corner. So luckily that only took like 5 minutes. But then I had to sit there and wait for that. And then I needed to use the restroom, but couldn't because both of the stalls were being occupied. And one of the guys had been in that stall for the whole 10 minutes or so that I was in the locker room. So he definitely had been in there before that. So, and I could hear him just playing on his phone. So I had to sit around and wait for that to get free. And finally I was able to jump in the shower and change and, brush my teeth, put my contacts in, all that good stuff, and get out of here. So again, just the littlest things take so much longer. You really gotta laugh at it. It's the only way. All right, I'm starving. I'm gonna go find a place to make breakfast. Hopefully I can find a park and not a parking lot. That's always better to make my breakfast in, but that's where I'm gonna go.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about.
I guess a bear smells something good inside.
Time on our side, we're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You will be the last one I think about. When it all breaks down, I'll wait for you right here.
Oh man, does it feel good here. It is, I don't know what the temperature is because I don't have internet right now, but man, it feels like walking through an air conditioner here. It feels amazing. And I've been hiking and sweating all day, so this feels really refreshing. I haven't had a shower since yesterday, so it's not that bad, but let's just say I've smelled better.
I remember myself young and restless, a lampoon of youth. So who am I to really teach you anything? Do I know what's true?
All right, well, this sucks. I was trying to find some primitive camping, and this guy was in my way. Yeah, I know a lot of people are probably going to tell me that I can go through that, no problem with my car. But I don't know, man. That looks pretty thick and pretty soft. If I get stuck, I am definitely stuck for a while. Yeah, that really sucks because I was really hoping to get down this road and do some dispersed camping. You can do it down this road, but it's not worth me trying to get stuck for it. Well, since that road was pretty muddy with a giant mud hole going down there to some of the designated camp spots, I decided to set up camp here tonight, which is technically not a designated camp spot, but I'm still in the national forest, and it's a pretty big turn here. So there's plenty of room for other cars to go by. Even 2 cars could go by here, no problem. And I made sure that I didn't block this gate here. There's just not a lot of other options. There are some sleeping spots, I think, up on the Blue Ridge Parkway that I saw on iOverlander, but technically I don't think you're supposed to sleep on the Blue Ridge Parkway. You could get the knock at like 3 a.m. and that's never fun. And though technically I could get the knock here because I'm not in a designated camp spot, the chances of someone coming down here in the forest, which is already plenty of dispersed camping all over anyways, is pretty unlikely. So, gonna stay here tonight. I put the bug nets on the windows here, so I'll roll down the windows tonight. And it's supposed to be like in the high 60s tonight. And I'm in the forest, so it might be even a little cooler than that. So it should be nice and comfortable. And then a local recommended a place called Linville Gorge. So I'm gonna check that out. Gonna do steak, veggies, and some pasta tonight for dinner. Yeah. Today was a good day. This is exactly why I got into this lifestyle, is to have days like today. So I got up around 7 o'clock in the morning. I slept at a trailhead last night, and I didn't actually do the trails there at that trailhead. Instead, I drove about, it was like 45 minutes or something like that, south. Anyways, all that said, I am pretty beat. I have not done that much walking, hiking in a very long time. And then I wound up here. This is my campsite for the night. So I'm actually off the Blue Ridge Parkway, and I kind of am back here in the forest, and this is actually starting to feel better because the past couple nights, I'm not going to lie, I've been feeling a little like just kind of blah, but mostly because the places I've been sleeping at have not been amazing. You know, when you watch someone in this lifestyle who travels full time, 99% of the time, they're going to show you some epic spot that they camped at, you know, in you know, real close to a national park if they didn't actually pay to stay in a national park. You know, gorgeous mountain views, beautiful lakes, things like that. Well, that's not always the case. That happens about 2 or 3% of the time. 97% of the time, you are sleeping in parking lots, you are sleeping on the side of the road, you are sleeping in really any place that is A, safe, and B, you know that you won't get what's called the knock. You won't get a police officer or someone else coming to knock on your window at 3 a.m. telling you to move along. You can't sleep where you're sleeping. And you're in a new town. You're a place you've never been before, so you don't know where else to go. So those are always the trials of traveling full time, is where do you find a place to sleep? And the places I've slept in the last couple nights have not been bad. They've been actually very nice places. I slept in the Pisgah National Forest for 2 nights. I slept at a trailhead last night, which was very quiet and safe. A cop actually came around 10 p.m. and drove to the parking lot, and there was one other camper there in a car, and he saw both of us, definitely, and he did not stop, and the cop did not stop and say anything to either of us. So obviously it's something that happens pretty regularly there. So it wasn't a big of an issue, but you just never know. You just never know being in a new place. But mostly, for my own personal comfort, I like to stay in places where there's cell phone service. And the past week, I've been staying in places with no cell phone service just because I'm in the Blue Ridge Mountains. And that means that you generally are not going to have very good internet, especially when you choose places like this to sleep at for the night, very remote areas. I don't choose established campgrounds. I don't stay in hotels. That stuff just adds up for me. And I make okay money, but I don't make hotel money. I don't know what else to say. So the places I stayed at last couple nights have been nice spots, but they've been in forests like this, and they haven't had any cell phone service. And when it's just you by yourself, I try to get to camp this time of night so that I still have enough daylight to cook dinner. I still have enough daylight to like get things situated in the campsite. That means you're at camp long, right? You're at camp from 6 or 7 in the evening till 7 or 8 in the morning when you leave. And that often means that I'm bored. I need things to do and I have no one else to talk to. And while I have music and I have podcasts downloaded to my phone, that only goes so far because I can only download so much to my phone. My phone is limited storage. I need plenty of space for video, for YouTube. And while I do have a Hulu subscription, I cannot download movies and TV shows on Hulu with the ad-supported subscription, which is the one I have. And for me, it's just not cost-effective for me to pay for the non-ad version, which allows me to download shows and things to my phone. So with that said, I try to find a place with cell phone service so that I always have a way to contact the outside world if anything happens to my car or me or anything, there's an emergency of any sort. But 2, just so I have a way to watch movies or shows or something like that online, or if I want to stream other podcasts or other music from what I have downloaded to my phone. So I haven't had that the past several nights, and the places I've been sleeping have been okay, but they haven't been stellar. They haven't been like these gorgeous, amazing views. So I guess I've just been feeling a little lately. And it's a lot going through your mind when you decide to travel full time, because you're ultimately choosing homelessness. You're choosing to give up all your things. I don't have anything. Like, I don't have a bed back home. I don't have an apartment. I don't have anything. Literally, the things I have back home in Florida are the things I need for a necessity of life, or just, very sentimental items that I just cannot part with. I have a very small amount of things left. So I have chosen to give up all those things. I've chosen to give up family. I've chosen to give up friends. I've chosen to give up a 9-to-5 job. I've chosen to give up the nice amenities of being able to drive 2 minutes to the grocery store, or, a 3-minute drive to the gym, or, seeing friends and family whenever you basically want to. I don't have any things. It's just me. And I guess lately I've just been feeling a little like, did I make the right decision again? Am I choosing a life that I really want? And while those things are certainly nice to have, I would give up so much of this lifestyle to have all those things, especially family and friends around me all the time. That means I would have to stay in a apartment or a house. And for me right now in my life, that just doesn't feel right. So this feels right, being out here, even though it's a ton of work. I'll show you in a minute my camp setup for the night. And, just to get this setup going for the evening so that I could take a shower, because I did use my road shower tonight. I wanted to film it, but I'm beating the time right now on the sun. I wanted to get everything done, dinner ready. I want to get dinner done. I wanted to have my shower done. I wanted to have everything done and just ready to just chill out well before it actually got dark, which I did. But that means I can't really take time to set up the camera and shoot all these different things. I promise in the future I will, because I know people have asked me before, how do you cook different things and how do you shower and stuff like that on the road. So I'll show you all that in later videos. It's just tonight was just not the right night. But I definitely needed a shower. I am so glad I got a shower in. I used my road shower tonight. I did a lot of hiking today, and I needed that shower badly. So let me show you at least the setup I have so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like most nights, especially when I'm camped in a national forest like this. There is a really great overlook, like not even 2 minutes from here on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And I was thinking about going and catching sunset there. However, that means I have to pack everything up behind me, and I don't want to do that. And then I would have to give up the spot, which someone may come and grab the spot in the time that it takes me to go over to the overlook and see sunset. Although only like 2 cars have gone by here in the last 2 hours. So it's unlikely, but I don't want to move. I don't want to give up the spot. So I think I'm going to go there and catch sunrise in the morning. But I'll show you my camp setup and kind of how I have this like tent thing over the back of my car, because it is really buggy out here. All right, this is my setup for the night. So the tent is out because I actually grabbed the road shower earlier. So there is the RV shower head sitting here drying. I'm about to put it back in the car. That's my road shower. I will totally do, I've done one video on how I use a road shower a long time ago, probably about 2 years ago. I'll do another one on that in the future because I know people have asked about it before. But tonight was just not the night. I just didn't have time to film it. But I promise I'll do another video on that again in the future. This right here is this little tent thing that I put over the back of the car because it's very mosquito-y out here. It's a lot of bugs. So for me to cook and everything was just easier to have this set up and be kind of bug-free. And I'll chill out here through the evening till about 10 or 11 o'clock tonight when I decide to crawl into the car and go to sleep. So this is what it looks like back here. It's a little dark, but this is my setup. The kitchen, I've already put everything away. I've already cleaned everything up, but the kitchen was pulled out. I was cooking back here, and yeah, have my chair back here, and it works. Yeah, this is my setup when it's super buggy or anything. So this road is a lot bumpier than I thought it would be. And it's taken me like 30 minutes to get about 4 miles because I can only go about, I think I'm doing 9 miles per hour. I could probably go a little bit faster, but it's just a very heavy incline road, and there's quite a bit of potholes and stuff, and I'm just trying to mess up my car. All right, well, I'm laughing a little bit because I just had to come up this road about 6.5 miles, which doesn't sound like a lot, but on this road it actually took about 20 or 30 minutes to do that because it's such a bumpy, rocky road to get up here, and it's pretty much at a straight incline the entire time. My car did just fine, no problems whatsoever, but it definitely was a little bit of a bumpy ride. But I drove all the way up here because of this spot right here. This is where I'm sleeping tonight. Yeah, I think my morning coffee might have a nice little view. Unreal. Look at the back of my car though. Yeah. So I am on a mountain called Roan Mountain, and if I step right over here, I can see into Tennessee. And if I step right over here, only about 50 feet or so, I'll be in North Carolina. Tennessee, North Carolina. So I'm up here on top of this mountain, and I am still looking for a place to sleep tonight. It's like 5:30 almost, and I have no idea where I'm gonna sleep. And looking at a map, the next wild camping spot is like an hour and a half for me, so I don't want to do that. That's just way too far of a drive just to go find a place to sleep. So as I took this little trail up, it's only like half a mile up to this vantage point from the parking lot, I came across lots of people here in tents, and I have my tent in the car. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't have a jet boil stove or any kind of backpacking stove or any ways to really cook meals or anything, I think I may go back down to the parking lot. I have to go down there and get my tent anyways. I'm gonna go back down to the parking lot, make my dinner, grab my tent, and maybe come up here and set up camp for the night up here in the tent. All right, I think I'm gonna set up right over there, get a nice little view for the evening. All right, tent camping on the side of a mountain tonight. I'm on top of Roan Mountain. Gonna have some stellar views, I think, in the morning. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just end my video here. I am technically still in North Carolina. However, if I walk about 50 feet that way, I'd be in Tennessee. I actually have to dip into Tennessee for like just a day or two to do some work. But I have absolutely loved my time here in North Carolina. It's been absolutely beautiful. I've been to North Carolina before, but I've really just been to a couple of the cities like Asheville and things. And it has just been really nice to explore more of the backcountry. I mostly just spent the entire week kind of on and off the Blue Ridge Parkway, but it's just been absolutely stunning. I've absolutely loved my time up here. But my plan is still to head north and go into the New England area, still hit Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and I'm trying to do that in just a few weeks. So I am going to be going, I guess, into Virginia next because I have to hit a couple states in order to get to Maine. So until then, thank you for escaping normal life with me.